Well, now then to Bellevue, where the Crusaders were boosted by their latest new recruit, Reece Hanbury, making his debut for them against a Wakefield side who were hammered last time out by the Wigan Warriors. So the Wildcats really had something to prove.
24 hours after the Grand National, the men from the racecourse claimed their fourth win of the season, inspired by Gareth Thomas's first try in rugby league. Ben Jeffrey's ball steal on Weller Haraki paved the way for Thomas's 6th-minute opener as the former British Lion took Clinton Shifkovsky's pass to score. But the hosts responded when Tavita Leolatu, Ben Jeffreys and Aaron Murphy combined for Damien Blanche to claim a third in 5 matches, and Paul Cook's conversion nudged them ahead. Another Cook kick put the Crusaders back in front just 3 minutes later though, as the ex-Hull Kingston Rovers grubber found the hands of Michael Witt, and the Queenslander sprinted away for a third of the campaign. By half-time, the match was level at 10-10. Crusaders conceded field position after lining up offside, and Thomas was left horribly exposed defending the Wildcats' left, as Sam Obst allowed Luke George to double his tally for the season after missing the last 7. 2 tries to none in the second half condemned Wakefield to back-to-back defeats after what coach John Keir called an unacceptable display. Jeffrey's chip had been intended for Glenn Morrison, but instead Nick Youngquist snaffled the chance, and the former Gateshead back row romped 90 metres to bag his first Crusaders try away from the racecourse ground. Unnecessary intervention from Michael Korkidas increased Wakefield frustration, and a couple of minutes later Vince Mellors sealed the win with a third in 3 games. Next up for the Wildcats is a cup trip to the capital.
I thought the performance was unacceptable. We're in a hole, and we're not showing signs of getting out of it at the minute, as form levels deteriorated rapidly, and we're obviously missing personnel who we started the season with, but we're just not showing signs that we're improving. We're just showing signs that we're deteriorating.
We could have made the game a whole lot easier for ourselves than we did, but you know, obviously Wakefield looked a little bit flat. That 3rd game for them and only 2nd game for us, so we're extremely delighted because we thought we should have been at the right end of the scoreline last week and we weren't, and the week before, as you quite rightly point out.
Talk about contrasting moods. I mean, Brian Noble delighted with a second away win for his men, but Wakefield, where's it gone?
I'm not sure. You only have to look at John Keir and his reaction. He's not happy, and he said changes will be made. I'd rather play young kids who are enthusiastic than a team that puts out a performance like that. But apart from the Huddersfield game, when we watched them get shellacked on Sky, I'm not too sure that Wakefield have dipped and troughed as much as everybody else, peaked and troughed. Sorry, I think the consistency has been pretty good. He's not a happy bunny, but, you know, Brian Noble, you've got to give him the credit that he's due. He's got a team of waifs and strays and put them together, and, you know...
Well, they're pretty impressive waifs and strays.
They are, aren't they? And Gareth Thomas, who gets over for his first try in Super League. We're still debating, the jury's still out on whether Gareth Thomas will make it as a rugby league player. Timing is not in his side.
Finished that one well.
He did, and, you know, he's got 2 or 3 players to beat, lovely sidestep, strength to get over. And I think if that's the only thing we judge him on, then he's done okay so far.
Well, Crusaders now, just behind Leeds in the table. A playoff place is not beyond their reach, is it?
People thought I were bonkers at the start of the season. I said that Brian... Well, people think I'm bonkers anyway, yeah. But I said that Brian Noble, if he could get the Crusaders side into the top half, then he surely would be a contender for the coach of the season. So far, you'd have to say he's doing the best with what he's got.
Whereas Wakefield... John Keir talks about changes, but his options in that respect are limited, aren't they? It's got to come from the players, surely, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, but there's no panic, I don't think. I think sometimes you read into what you like about coaches' reactions after games. Maybe it's a prompt and a poke and just a bit of a finger at the players.
We'll take a break.